Okay, I'm rolling, so whenever you're ready there, Jim.
Ready?
Yep.
Hi guys, Jim and Eric. Good to see you. We're putting together this video at the beginning of September with 6 months of our year behind us since the launch of our new product line, and it's been an exciting year. Our overall sales are up dramatically, our average price points are up dramatically, and we owe it all to you. So the first thing I want to do is say thank you very much for your strong support of our products and our programs. And I'm here today to introduce the whole idea of car multimedia for launch in your local market. You know, we've been talking about car multimedia since March when we kicked it off, but it's only been the last 30 days that we've begun delivering this product. We're now delivering the VMA 9181 and the tuner, and it's selling very well across the country. So we want to thank those of you who are already on the program, and we also want to incentivize and motivate those of you who haven't yet got started. That's what this video is all about. We figured we're talking about multimedia, we'd come to you live on video. As you look through the rest of this video, and Dave Black is going to come up in just a moment, please keep in mind that not only is this an exciting promotion, but everything that you buy and sell as part of this program counts towards your Ichiban goals. And as I said, we're in September, so there's only 4 months left to go in this contest. And then in February, we're going to be taking hundreds of you to Cancun for a great week. So please enjoy, watch. Dave, come on.
Let me take up on a couple of other things that Jim was talking about a little bit earlier with this car multimedia idea. You know, now is the time, based on the situation from the San Diego dealer meeting, where we promised you guys that we were going to be hitting the streets with a car multimedia promotion at some point in time during the 1995 timeframe. Well, that time is now. We've been running a little bit late as far as product delivery up until this point, but at this point in time, the product is in stock and ready to go. And we're going to take the opportunity for a multimedia presentation, this one that Jim and I are doing, as a matter of fact, to introduce to you guys how you can take advantage of that this holiday season. And here's how part of that's going to work. Now, before we get into all the details with the car multimedia fall promotion, I thought I would share a little bit of a story with you guys that I ran into up in the Pacific Northwest. This is definitely a retail story. What ended up happening is that over the course of the last several months, you know, we've been trying to get those multimedia displays out to you guys, and I hadn't seen one in the field yet. This was the last call of the day. All I was looking for was that 6-pack of beer on the way back to Los Angeles on that airplane, so we made that last stop at a little independent specialist out near the Portland airport. Lo and behold, I walked into the store, and there was that first multimedia display. I finally had a chance to see one of these things. And over in the corner, there was a little gaggle of people. Gaggle, I think, is defined as greater than 5 but less than 7, somewhere in that. And they were up there taking a look at this multimedia display. So I walked over and I listened to what was going on, and the obvious things happened. Customers were asking about the price and talking about $1,500, $2,000 for a monitor system, and they go, ooh, that hurts. And how much for the tuner? And it was $300, $400, and it was, ooh, that kind of hurts. But this sales guy, gotta love him, there are several good ones out there. This one sales guy, I overheard him say, but you shouldn't worry about that, Mr. Individual. If you're really a multimedia enthusiast and a car audio enthusiast, take a look at the 9175 and view this not as a complete multimedia system, but view this as a CPU. It's a CPU? What's this guy talking about? So I stuck my head around the corner, I'm looking at it, and he says, yeah, it's a CPU. Because in essence, once you make this initial investment, when you're buying Clarion, you're never going to close the sale. You've got an opportunity to grow and grow and grow. I wanted to hire this guy immediately, if you know what I mean. He pointed out very clearly that a simple little investment of right around $550, $600 is the initial stage to grow to monitors, to grow to tuners, to grow to changers, etc. as time goes on. So the bottom line is really this. If we can start with that kind of a process and get enough of this quote-unquote CPU type of material out there, that kind of gear out there, guess what happens on down the road? We're not going to change the C-bus system in the next couple of years. So literally what you have is an environment where when you're selling this kind of product, you really are going to have a customer that's going to last for quite some time. And the ultimate footnote of this was those consumers that were sitting there listening to this presentation. They were believers at that point in time. They said, you know, eventually I can have the opportunity to get into some of this much more sophisticated product. So with that, let's move on to what we're going to be offering you then for the Car Multimedia Promotion, Fall 1995. We promised a heck of a lot of you guys that we were going to get out there and make sure that the general consumer knew about the plan of attack as far as Clarion being associated with Car Multimedia. We also promised that a lot of those folks that Clarion dealers were also going to be attached, if you will, to the fact that we were going to be the Car Multimedia superstars of the future. Well, it all begins now on November 20th of this year with our first series of television ads. They're going to run through the second week in January. Those television ads are planned for the following broadcast networks. We are going to be on CNN, ESPN, ESPN2, the Learning Channel, and the Discovery Channel with a really strong media blitz. Okay, on the print side, we're also going to be running with a multimedia message as well beginning October and running through the January timeframe. Now, a lot of those ads have been running prematurely in some of your markets because we did expect some of that product to show up a little bit earlier. That was unfortunate in some cases, but you know what? There was a little bit of a byproduct to that. We actually got a chance to determine the kind of response that was going to happen with those multimedia ads. And our average dealer or consumer referral number went from about 1,200 per month all the way to 4,500. And more than 50% of those people were asking about Car Multimedia. So overall, we're looking at a consolidated print and broadcast campaign that will run close to $1.5 million in that very short window between October and January of this year. There's no question in our mind it's going to work.
And now let me use the hook and get old Mr. Black off the stage here. What you're going to see next is the 30-second spot that's going to start running at saturation levels on all of those great stations beginning at the end of November. Here you go.
This week on Know It All, we present part 14 of Transportation, Mankind's Greatest Challenge.
Dad, please change the channel.
Introducing the latest evolution in transportation, the world's first car multimedia system, with LCD television and an in-dash cellular phone, which you control through a Clarion Pro audio system. Car multimedia from Clarion. It will enable mankind to conquer even greater challenges.
Are we there yet?
Like family vacations, Clarion, car audio and beyond.
I hope you like that as much as we do. We think it's powerful. We think it has the potential to bring a lot of people into your stores that aren't normally your customers. Think about it. The person that's going to buy this television and tuner and the cellular phone is not the typical 18 to 24-year-old male in most cases. Although we're going to sell some to those folks. We've got a chance to get those suburban drivers into your stores in droves, but it takes your commitment. We're committed. Now here's what we're going to do to tie it into your local market. Following, you're going to see a 25-second spot with room for a 5-second tag. Here we go.
Next on Know It All, part 14 of Transportation, Mankind's Greatest Challenge.
Dad, please change the channel.
Introducing the latest evolution in transportation, car multimedia from Clarion, with LCD television and an in-dash cellular phone, which you control through a Clarion Pro audio system. It will enable mankind to conquer even greater challenges,
Are we there yet?
like family vacations. Clarion, car audio and beyond.
This is a chance to separate yourselves from the Circuit Cities and the Best Buys. They're not going to be on a category like this fall. It's your chance to make a home run, position yourself, sell some product, and make some profit. And let me make one very important point. There are only 350 of these packages to be sold with the heavy advertising support throughout the United States. Specifically, there are 300 one-to-show and one-to-go packages with $500 of local market support, and there are 50 one-to-show and two-to-go with $1,000 of local market support. And keep in mind, this is on a per-store basis, so if you have multiple locations and you order multiple packages, you can qualify for increased advertising support. But it's very important that you make your decision today, that you fill out the order form that's enclosed, and that you get it faxed right back into us so we can log it in and get you the support that you need to launch this product.
All right, Jim already gave you the details on the first come, first serve program, but what happens once you guys get qualified? I think that's just as important. As soon as you guys get qualified, we from the Gardena office are going to be bouncing back to you the following. You're going to get 50 new copies of a multimedia brochure, something similar to this as a matter of fact. It's going to be able to support all those consumers that are coming in looking for the multimedia products that are going to be on promotion during the November through January timeframe. Second of all, you're going to be getting a copy of the new Alpha Touch poster, And we hope that you would put this somewhere very close to your multimedia products, because frankly, this helps your sales guys present this product much more effectively. Okay, third, each of you will be getting a counter card that is going to be a close facsimile, if you will, to the print ads that we're going to be running also during that October, November, December timeframe. And lastly, you will be getting a videotape that has both of our TV spots that you saw earlier in the video today.
Believe me, the product is selling at retail. It's selling in Ohio, it's selling in California, it's selling in New Jersey. Don't miss this opportunity. Thanks a lot. See you again.
To qualify for either the 50 or the 300 piece, or 300, damn!
It's okay.